Hey guys, Psych here. Now, of course, this past couple weeks there have been a ton of comments on my channel this week. I, of course, wasn't able to get the good ones, not all of them anyway. But without further ado, I will get my phone here. Let's see. So the first one, it says, this person asked me, how does the smell compare between silicone and TPE? I've heard that TPE dolls can have a strong chemical smell and taste, at least to begin with. Is that the same with silicone, or is that completely full of it? I just said haven't thought much about it, but TPE does smell a bit more and taste it is similar. God damn it. Taste is similar enough if you aren't biting into it, I guess. He he he. I mean, when you first get your love doll and it comes in, there's going to be maybe a bit of a smell. And that's just from the chemicals that they've put onto it to keep it clean as it gets through its journey. So it might smell a bit, but if you want that smell to come off, all you have to do is just wash it off real easy and repowder it, and it's good to go. I mean, that's if you want to get rid of the smell. He said, haha, okay, thanks. So if I put silicone doll in my wardrobe in my bedroom, it won't stink the whole room out. And I just said, if you use it without washing it, it will. But, basically, just saying if you don't clean it, it will. But if you do, it shouldn't. On to the next one. This guy says, I love Asian dolls. I ordered one and they sent me a Caucasian. I suppose I can buy a head somewhere else. And then I just quoted back to him stating, yeah, that shouldn't happen. When it does, you need to call them. Now, there are times when, if it's like a scam site sometimes, they might, give you a different doll for some reason. But in this case, I don't think it really sounds like it's a scam site. I just think that they accidentally maybe put the wrong head on, or maybe they just got the wrong doll to him by accident. I mean, shit happens, but if that ever does happen, you should actually call them. But I at least understand the reason why you might maybe didn't do that. Maybe you thought, well, I could just get a different head. And when I want to have an Asian doll, I can have an Asian doll. If I want just a more Caucasian look with European features, then I can kind of just go back to that other head. So I at least understand it if you didn't do that. But anyway. Do you know of any doll fixers? I need my doll's outer labia fixed, as it has been shredded. My attempt to fix it myself with a TPE filler had ended in failure. And, I, of course, wasn't able to see, the extent of damage or what type of damage it was. So I kind of just did my best and just said, for the TPE glue, I put it on a con swab. I opened the tear quickly, rubbed the glue around, and shut it. And when you do that, you have to wait about 30 minutes for the glue to dry before you can, do anything with it. If not done correctly, it can make a bigger hole, and wouldn't recommend using the nail glue. If the hole is all the way through, I'd recommend getting a new one. I understand fixing that won't be easy to fix as other areas are. The insert should be made out of solid TPE. Good luck. Now, basically what I'm saying is that, just in case the insert itself was just damaged, if for any reason the damage was all the way through the insert, through the other side of it, it's just better to get another insert. But, of course, I was also thinking he might have meant, like, the labia, which is, the vaginal, area. He's talking about the upper part of it. And, when it comes to that area, again, it's kind of a harder area to fix, without it getting torn up again. So I kind of just did my best to kind of, give him a recommendation on how to use the glue. But it kind of almost sounds like he was having a bit of trouble. So I hope that it at least helped you out. Anyway, if using a hook to store the TPE doll from the neck in standing position, does it need to touch the ground or not? And I just said, it's better if they aren't touching the ground. That is, unless the doll is made for standing, then it's okay. When the doll is made for standing, they tend to have pads on the bottoms of the feet. So if for any reason the feet are just touching the floor, that's okay. But, definitely if it's, not made to stand, it's not going to have the pads on the feet. And it's going to, basically your doll is just going to have flat feet for the rest of its lifetime that you have it. Otherwise, it's okay. And this guy just asked me, is the TPE Fanta Flesh the same thing? So, of course, he just asked me, is Fanta Flesh TPE? Is it TPR or TPE, as he asked me. And I just said, Fanta Flesh is made of TPR, thermoplastic rubber, not TPE. And then he just said, so TPR and TPE are different? And then I answered back to him saying, well, TPR is more rubber based, whereas TPE has that rubber feel to it from the melting process. Here's more info. It's a lot to wrap your head around. Now, basically what I was saying is that, TPE kind of is a more plastic based, versus more rubber based actually. It's just that due to the melting process, it kind of has more of that rubber feel. Now, rubber is mixed with, the plastic, of course, when it comes to TPE. But, just due to the melting process, that plastic kind of has that rubber feel to it. I think you get the point. It would take me like a whole video just to explain it to you guys. It seriously would. Anyway, this guy just asked me, or said, you remind me of Lester from GTA. And he means, of course, GTA 5. I said, I'm not sure how, but okay. Yeah, I'm not exactly a computer geek. But, maybe you're just saying that because I just seem like I'm really perverted or something. I don't know. But anyway. And this guy quoted to me, I left a link to Eric the Midget and the Love Doll. And I said, oh, okay, I skipped right over it, I guess. They changed the video since I last saw it. There used to be the whole skit uncut, but thanks. So I have put this link in the description of my most effed up, stories about Love Dolls video. So if you want to go back and see that now, you can. But like I said, it is an edited version of it, and it's not really the whole thing. But at least it's there, I guess. Anyway, this guy says, so silicone doll should be easier to clean. No matter how good I clean the TPE doll, it's porous. That means that water will stay inside her and there will be mold in her holes. By the way, do you think if silicone is immune to mold problems, do I just rinse it with water and leave it be simple as that? If that is so, silicone is a smarter option. Also, silicone is invisible to alcohol, which means I can perfume them. And I just said, yeah, TPE absorbs, and if you're not careful enough, it can get mold easily in certain areas. I can't say silicone is completely immune to mold, but it is more resilient. or resistance, and you don't have to use mineral oil on it. But if you still have no property, or should I say, if you still have to properly clean and powder it, just like TPE, I wouldn't use alcohol on it, especially rubbing alcohol, unless specified by the vendor. Oop, I accidentally skipped out of it. And then later on, he thanked me for the information. And then this guy just said, good information. Oh, crap. Here, I gotta plug it in. Yeah, I gotta do that quick when that happens. Anyway. He said, good information, but please put the pen down, my friend. And I just said, I do it in every video, and you're welcome for the information. Now, I know I tend to do this a lot, and I don't know, maybe it scares some people or distracts people, but it's just something I do. I'm going to do it in every video. And again, sorry if it distracts you. This lady says, female doll owner here. I love shopping for clothes. I go to stores and that teenagers would typically go to, like Forever 21, Rainbow, etc., because the clothes are cut smaller and fit better, size small or extra small. I guess I never thought about men going in those stores would look strange. I can get away with it. Did you have to learn about makeup? I imagine that's a bit of a journey for a dude. Lots of laughs. I mean, yeah, I kind of had to, but I just said back to her, hey, nice to meet you. It wouldn't look right if a male perv went to one of these stores, especially a child clothes store, now would it? I've known some guys that sew it down to a size to fit better. I've done some makeup repair once and some makeup removal, but I've never done a full makeup job, but thankfully I'm a bit of an artist. I know some guys would probably be a lost dog at first when it comes to doing makeup at first. And then she said, yes, being an artist really helps. I've seen some really scary makeup looks on here. Lots of laughs. Now, this guy just stated, and I wasn't able to reply because I guess YouTube maybe deleted this comment, but he said this guy had the serial killer vibe in the beginning of the video. Lots of laughs. Get you top quality TP dolls at silentmistress.com. Use this code for 10% off discount. I mean, I guess it's just some advertiser, but it was a little funny. I'm not a serial killer. What? And this guy asked me, what is this cream and where can I get it bought? Or where can it be bought? And I just said, the TP stain remover should be in the doll care section of the site you got your doll from. Now I understand if you got your doll from a certain site like Alibaba or something, it might not just be there, but this is part of the reason why I recommend you get your love doll from a legit site rather than just a site like AliExpress or something, because they don't just have those options just readily available right there when you're buying your doll. And the prices are just way off. I know I've actually heard some accounts that the TP stain remover and some other things tend to not work for some reason when you get your stuff from Alibaba. I don't know why this is the case, but it's just something that is good to know. Because I have on several occasions have come across people that have stated that the TP stain remover doesn't work, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? It's like about the only thing that properly works. I mean, I of course wish there was a substitute that legitimately worked without causing damage to the doll, but there just isn't. But enough about that. But questions, comments. I'll answer them, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.